And also for the fact that some people cannot do not identify me as a woman.
What?
Because when they see me, they still ask, are you a male or a female? Why do people find it weird when a woman is masculine? Yeah.
You know, you talked about masturbation and I began looking at your fingers.
What? So my fingers look like they masturbate? No.
Yeah. Like, now this lady, she's talking about if a man doesn't do it, he can masturbate. I'm like, huh, she's a kind. And those Nairobi women,
Hey.
they like Ugandan men.
Just know we have. Even Ugandan women are liked by other people.
Yeah, we I think we are good people.
We are just a vibe.
We are good people. I was with this African American guy and he's like, man, Ugandan women, man. They got that booty, boy.
What do they be saying that Ugandan women have booty? Jetu inafawaberanga tutambulanga.
Gachi. Gatemula booty.
Ngale booty eriwa ngale ageno jitunulira. Ate nga nabo bangi.
No, the truth is, Ugandan women are built different.
For real?
You travel around.
Anyway, I haven't traveled. Maybe that's why I don't
Let's
know.
go to the neighbor. Leave Rwanda. Rwanda is a class of its own. Go to Kenya. Our women are built different, especially right from the character bit of it. Our women are sweet.
In Kenya? In Uganda? In Kenya?
In Uganda, our women are sweet, by the way. Our kazi. Our women are the kind of, okay, of course, baya bagamba bagala nyo sente, but Ugandan women, in my opinion, are the sweetest there is. If you really want to appreciate our Ugandan women, don't go too far. Go to Nigeria and see how these women act around. Balinga basajja. Baine emigere binene, emikono minene, emitwe minene, lips minene.
Energy.
Oshitegeera. Ayogera na walinga command nga choka mukazi
mukazi ya.
Oshitegeera. Bonna bali awo voices nene. Nayo Ugandan woman, she's feminine. Of course, there's a group of people that are Ugandan women that have emancipated themselves and they think, you know, to be bategeera nnyo okusinga abasajja naye. Even then, we have women. Our women are just lovely. Trust me, it just takes you to.
Yes, we are lovely.
Just takes. Mutambule kumulage mutegere nti our women. Nigerian men are dying. They would kill to have a Ugandan woman.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Even Kenyan men. Our women are amazing. So yeah, I think our men are not really that weak, if you ask me. Our men are masculine, but I think society is just being hard on us.
Abasajja bana Uganda. Gye bali kale gye bali abali hard. Naye kati guno omujiji ogujja nga naye kenyini wotunatulamu abanga muganda obanga muto.
Weyaddayo ekikazi ekirudde emirimu.
Ng'olabira ddala future anagibeeramu atya. Ate abasajja bedda babanga masikirini nnyo nti talina buzibu nakuba n'abaana 10 nga bonna asobola balabirira. Right now, even just 2 kids can be a hard thing for a man now.
Times have changed. The economics of living have really changed.
Also the determination and the hardcoreness of the guys.
Yeah, our men have become weak a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think our men are good.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, just Rakuba. Of course, we are harshly being judged by women, which is okay. But I think mutu judging in a wrong way also, or in a perspective that is not fair.
Why did you say that?
Because times have changed. Sente okola nnyo sente ntono. Ate abakazi also are becoming extremely harder on us, which is not a fair thing.
How are women becoming? Because we're understanding. Okay, not all of us. Most definitely.
But like I said earlier, Ugandan women actually are understanding.
Yes, they are.
It's when you get out there then you realize
that other women
actually don't.
You don't have to tell her. Encha sijja sobola ate bugenda okola onoonye ssente nga ndi mukazi nakeera ntuule waka ofuke musajja wange ate ngende nkole. You know, there's those people with that kind of mindset. You know, but you find Ugandan women actually working and they are playing a big part in homes. like they're the breadwinners.
Yeah.
You know, so
And that should be okay.
yeah. To me, I believe. You know, so many faces going to come off right, or but me, unfortunately, I do not believe in gender equality, but I believe in whoever has the ability, comes off, of course, as superior. You get, if a woman is breadwinning and doing all that is supposed to be done, you can't tell her to kneel down for you the next day.
Why?
Why would she?
Why should money be a yardstick?
It's not money only. If I'm breadwinning, making sure the home is running, I'm having these kids, I'm making sure I'm grooming as a mother, I'm taking them to school, I'm making sure the home is running, and maybe let's say the husband is just there to drink, and someone emirimu gibuze omanyi fe abasajja emirimu gyaffe mizibu gya kulaba. So you want her to also, from all that hard work and brainwinning, to come back and kneel down for you and carry water to the bathroom for you to shower.
What's wrong with that?
No, it doesn't
so
make sense.
So you
doesn't
being a breadwinner and providing at home makes you lose respect for a man?
It doesn't make me lose respect for a man, but why would he want to be called a man when he's like that? What about wait musajja?
What define? And what you're talking about equity?
Yeah.
Equity is more like fairness, because when you talk about this women equality, it doesn't make sense.
For me, I don't believe in
equality.
Because
if you're talking about women equality or equality as a whole, it means that if a war starts right now, women shouldn't be the first people taken as women. Of course, when the war starts, it's only women and children that are secured as vulnerable people. You understand? But if there's an instance of equality, when a war breaks out, while men are getting pangas and guns to go fight the enemy, women should also be doing the same.
Yeah.
Which is not the case. Many times
because they don't want to do it.
Women only talk about equality when it comes to bills, when it comes to take care of homes. But equity is more sensible. It says, you know what? Well, if she's a weaker person in this instance, then we have to give them things that they can handle to do.
That's what I said. If it depends on ability. To me, it doesn't depend on any gender, but because you came...
But then if it depends on ability, it shouldn't put you in a position whereby you no longer have respect for your man. Because if I were also to think about the same thing, because we have been in relationships whereby the girl doesn't clean, she doesn't cook, she doesn't lay the bed, she doesn't wash, but you have to provide for them.
Why is she called a woman then? Ask yourself.
That's the question.
Why would I call you my woman?
The thing is, us as men, we see things, but we choose to ignore them because we are men designed that way. We are meant to play our role anyway. But the issue with women, the moment they end up doing something that is out of what they expect, they suddenly begin to think the other party is useless or does not deserve the respect they need. But for us, we will take care of you regardless. There are men that you don't clean, he will cook, he'll wash his clothes, but still provide for you. Actually, cook for you to eat.
Then that's called a man.
Rain, what are you saying?
Okay, because
you just hit yourself in the foot.
He can do anything. He can be a leader, he can run a home.
All right, why is it okay? Okay, that's called a man, yes?
Yeah.
Now, here's a woman who paid some school fees and paid some rent. And then suddenly she thinks that because she's paid some rent, I'm not a man enough anymore.
This is where you stop being a man.
Double standard.
No, listen. This is where you stop being a man. A woman pays the rent. She cleans. She cooks. She what? She does all that stuff that's supposed to be done. Hey, what is your importance? Just going hard.
What's your importance if you're in my home? I'm doing everything for you, and you don't bring your end of the bargain.
Then you
that
realize,
makes you less of a woman too.
watch it, I'm kicking her out because that's not what you're supposed to be with. Don't settle for less. You as a person should know what you want. Toyina kwekwa sante ate ono mukolera buli kimu muwa sente naye tafumba. Waki tomugoba gye bali abafumba? Wokola ki? Wobanga osobola mu providingira. Asobola okikola because aba understanding anti no ono ability ye eriwe eti now my ability also to balance up the home. I have to do this and this and this. Oyo wabata sawa kikola nga bino because that's the wrong person for you. You kick them out immediately. You know? Yeah. So also me, if I'm going to have to provide for the home, clean the home, and I'm asking myself, what is this guy doing? Sitting, okay, coming back when he's high, telling me how hard life is. Nigga, get out of my face. You know, it's your point is basically right now, you think to give me sexual pleasure? No, we can masturbate.
You can masturbate.
People can.
You can. You are a masturbator.
No, not really.
Stop it. Bad manners.
Why do you think I'm a masturbator? I just say people can masturbate, yeah, but also masturbation is not a good thing.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so don't masturbate.
No, you see,
anybody out there, point segment, you go and masturbate. But I was saying, that guy can't just be the anger. Roll ye jaino kuwa is just kusanyusa.
So go so kuchetu sako.
Mubuliri. Bintu bitono nyebyo osasajja tasakwesa sabuni.
Okay.
Bintu bitono nyonyo. You just get the soap or the lotion, do it yourself. Why would you stand this person who is not actually doing anything for you? Okay, playing the role. Basically, I feel like for people to come together, it has to be a partnership for growth. Because in the first place, why are you with this person, Rachi? Kwebaka naye nga gwe kyekikulu ekikusingira.
Amanyi g'omugongo.
Nedda mukwana abamu sibe tutunuulidde. Otegeera. Just oba tunuulidde muntu kigwinga eno beera naye ebirooto byange bisigale nga bimuvinga n'ebibye ate tubeere nga tugenda ffenna otuuka ku birooto byaffe together. Okitegeera. Buli omu ng'alina olaba ono alina strength westi ne weaknesses westi. Ne tubeera nga tugenda feeling in. Okitegeera, It's not about tinze ndi musajja so be the man. Make me feel like it. Nga nange ensonyi zinkwata we sikikola. Ate gozanya part you get the point.
I agree with that to some extent.
You get.
Because sometimes I've had an experience whereby actually if you're in a position whereby the woman has a bit of money and you don't have that money.
But you don't have respect there.
I think one, you don't have respect, but also you have to do things
that she would have been doing.
Yeah.
Balancing the boat. Kati awo batokera gama nze ndi musajja.
Oba mukazi
musajja.
I think it's important to have some money much too.
Yeah. So at the end of the day omusajja okweyita omusajja nobiranga ensawo yo nzito nnyo okusinga ey'omukazi ate n'amagezi g'olina gamusinga kozo ogenda muwa ekkubo omudirecting okitegeera omuteeming omumentoring. That's how it makes you that man. You get what I mean?
So essentially men have to be on top of women.
Yeah, if you want to be superior. But if you're not going to top it up, there are women out there that are really educated, smart, hardworking, and
who just have their dildos, whip it out, get the excitement.
Even dildos aside, it's very easy to get sex out there.
Yeah, this lately is just as easy as a whistle. And it's done.
Yeah.
You talked about masturbation and I began looking at your fingers.
What? So my fingers look like they masturbate? No.
Like, now this lady, she's talking about if a man doesn't do it, he can masturbate. I'm like, she's a kind. But yeah, it's interesting you actually share this part of the conversation because it's a lot of because the boy child is actually suffering in marriage. in marriage.
Do you know why? Because when they're raising a boy child, ye bintu bibamugamba omulimu gwendoza agenda kukima mazzi oshegera nakusajjala ata then it's the girls that are actually training for marriage, but they don't train men for marriage. Were you trained for marriage? I think the only time you get marriage advice is when you're about to get married and they tell you go talk to your uncle, and in that short period that's when you start getting the knowledge of marriage. But men from the beginning are not prepared for marriage. Yeah.
Were you prepared for marriage?
Most women are prepared for marriage from the word go.
What about you?
Even me.
How did they prepare for marriage?
First of all, okuyigiza okola emirimu kintu kyabagamba. Omusajja wo mukolera ki? Ogenda ba mukazi nabaki? Oba tosobola kuwaata, oba tosobola kola ki? Omusajja wo oba tosobola kusaanika matooka. Omusajja wo. Every time that's what they're telling you. Yeah? Bera n'empisa kubanga oli tuswaza ng'okoze bwoti ne bwoti. You get what I mean? So from day one omuwala nga atandise obuuka gwe bakutegekerawo obufumbo. Ate nga abasajja mugenda ku mupiira, osambye omupiira okomyewo owunya, oba bagambyeko naawe oba tebagambyeko gwamanyi okitegeera engeri abalenzi gye babakuzaamu kwegamba fa.
Yeah.
You get agenda tuka mu marriage nga tamanyi nti bino bintu biralamu
kapira nga bola ziziwunya
okitegeera.
Rain, you've made my day.
That's my thinking anyway. Yeah.
So. I agree. I think I was having a conversation with a friend of mine called Ndianabo. She's a boy child advocate. She's in the US right now. Big up on yourself. She said majority, like a lot of times, a lot of boys are, well, girls are being prepared for marriage. She always asks the question, who is preparing the boys for these girls? So that's when you find boys who can beat women, who don't know how to shower, who have little or no respect for women and stuff like that. And I believe this is a holistic conversation in that regard.
Because now, since you're going to be a father,
so
and we're the future fathers and mothers, I think it's very important when you're raising your boy child, you prepare them for marriage. I kati ni generation ezijja abaana abawala bali self aware, bakimanyi kitegeeza obeera mu bufumbo. You get what I mean? Tebikyali nti no, it's the pride of a woman to be married. Nara edda okubeera married kyali kikumala bumaze omukazi gwe okuweesa ekitiibwa ku kyalo, omukazi mufumbo. Essaawa zinene abakazi baagala bavuge ku zi Range Rover
GLE, you know,
okitegeera. So marriage tekyali nti no chepe, nkye bayita chepe, you know. Yeah, so yeah, you have to prepare your sons because it's not really easy out there.
If you were to prepare your son for marriage today, how would you prepare them?
First of all, my son should know everything. You know, he should be able to lay his own bed in the beginning. Not wait for someone to lay it for him. He should be able to know, I like my food tasting like this. If this woman can't cook for me this food, you know, basically it starts with that. And then that's how he can have the grace to know how much hard work it is to actually also run a home as a woman. Kuyinza overi n'ogamba nze noonya ssente, nze taata w'abaana ate ebikoze bitya, naye guma nkyekitegeza obeera ku butto oba ku muliro nga nfumba. Kyekitegeeza olowooza abantu kye bagenda okulya. Gumanyi how much time that it takes and, you know, how mentally draining it is just to run a home itself. Yeah. So my boy should also be able to know so that he can have grace. Namanya nti to be a man is not just me having beards and having a hardcore voice and commanding, but being able to be a real leader. And you lead with example. You cannot lead me when you can't do some things, you know. Yeah, that's how I think. Yeah.
Yeah, this was an eye-opening. It's a conversation I had not prepared myself
ready for. Yeah,
but very,
me
very
as
holistic.
well.
Very, very holistic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you smoke some weed?
Well, I'm a deep soul, and I might have caught a blunt 1 or 2 times, or something like that.
It's just sativa, you know.
They'll be there.
Yeah, you know, I asked you if you smoke some weed.
Because they're the people who are deep.
No, I think so, because there was a time I was chilling with a friend of mine. She's a very solid, deep person. But as we were talking, she was smoking a blunt.
Yeah, that's some courage.
When the height began catching, she went deep in conversation and like, yo, I didn't know this part of you, man. I didn't know this part of you. So it calms people down, and you see people waxing a lot of knowledge. Those people many times come off as deep, and they don't give them time actually to be heard, because people simply think, that one is.
It makes them, become useless.
So that's the wide perception that those people that smoke weed and do stuff like that actually, tebatege, that will have nothing to offer in regards to thought process and anything to offer on that table. But they are the deepest people I've known.
Yeah, I've also met a couple of them. It's very hard to be in this industry and say you've not had access to it or been around people who do it. Yeah, and you'll be surprised that they're the most intelligent people.
They're very intelligent.
You may even find one who looks dirty and all, but when you sit down to have a deep conversation with them, you'll be blown away.
Definitely.
They think much more better than guys wearing a suit and tie, Yeah.
So being a girl in the music industry, what do you think is, what's that one thing that is extremely overrated but praised or accepted in society?
Well, I think, how do I put it? What's the right word for it? How do they say the word that people overusing a female body? Is it sexist? Sexualizing, yeah, that's the word.
The female body.
Yeah, sexualizing the female body. Yeah, I feel like sexualizing a female body is you stopping at the surface of getting to know someone, because, well, how are you going to even care about what they think and how they think when you're looking at a brown thigh? You're not going to go into knowing who they are really as a person. You're going to be focusing on, oh my God, she has fleshy thighs, she has this and that, which I feel like makes women be underestimated brain-wise, because tewaba the chance ya kumanya ng'egye balowooza. And why I present myself like this, because I want people to know me, not for my body, but for how I think, for my music, for the things I stand for, Yeah, basically, because I feel like they over-sexualize a female body.
I think it's the fault of females.
Do you think it's their fault?
Yeah, you can't really blame the men.
I don't think it's their fault. I think it's the standard that is there to meet.
Do you know, it's the standard, okay? Why don't you dress like that?
Because for me, I told you I'm a rebellious person.
Exactly. You have your own values.
Yeah.
So you don't need to conform.
Yeah.
If you scroll through Instagram, let's say my feed here, it will not take a second before you find a woman trying to
strap.
They turn around, recording a video, turn around and you see them shake their booty.
And that's the strapping.
Yeah, and then they see them holding and clenching their butts. And that's the content. And guess what? She has about 500,000 views, and all she does is turn around her butt. And then,
do you know why she would do that? Because that is what is getting the praises.
So how do you expect me to think beyond the butt if that's what has been presented?
People already sexualizing a woman body, and this started way back. I believe these things have been fed to us.
No, I don't think so.
Through music videos?
No. In South Africa, there's a kingdom where beautiful women with beautiful bodies.
I know they move naked, and their boobs out.
But you don't see any man with a hat on.
They have seen that.
What I'm saying.
Chinga Garden of Eden.
Anti-checho, siga matembu watch feeding, and no, it's just that the moral fabric has been eroded in certain parts of the country.
Anti umanywa chinga mantino watch to feeding. This is how they sexualize a woman, a female body. In the rap videos we used to see, these rappers are rapping. This woman is.
There's a video I used to watch a lot back in the day. It was for Nelly. It was called Tip Drill.
I don't know if I remember it. Those songs back then.
That video was crazy.
See, so that's how they fed people. Even women knowing, getting this mindset, this is what men actually like. This is what can get you a round of applause and praises and comments
This is
of
what
wow.
men like. That's what you like. And you're selling it to us, so we're also liking it. It's that simple.
Buli mutya natandika business amanya bakasitoma bange baagala ki. Okitegera togenda tandika business buno omuzi kino kyenjagala wagenda bigula. So end of the day ajja kugezesaako ayambale ku bitaate ebiwanvu mujjamu wa 32 likes. Ayambale kagunya shaking ebamba mumuwe 1 million. Agambye bakindi ku
There's a guy on TikTok, he was called, what? I forget his name. A girl just came and stood in front of a mirror, also the camera, and licked her lips, turned around, and shook her bum like this. And she got 1 billion views. And the guy was like, you invest money in content creation, you move into countries, you never get a million views. And guess what? The camera was even poor quality. The video was poor quality video. And she
Tell
had
me how they're not sexualizing feminine body.
So what projects are you working on right now?
Currently I'm pushing my EP.
Okay, what's it called?
Kanakawala.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's called Kanakawala.
Yeah, Kanakawala.
Okay.
And it's inspired by my childhood. You know, I've always been a music fan since a child. I've always been active musically in MDD and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And also for the fact that some people cannot, do not identify me as a woman.
What?
Because when they see me, they still ask, are you a male or a female?
Why?
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know, I don't look like female to them. If you followed my posts, you know, I've been a bit masculine, yeah? So some of them are not that exposed to tell the difference. So for those ones, I was like, hey, kankaite kanakawala, so that it's easier for people to know
that you're a girl.
I am a girl.
So kanakawala is basically telling your story as a girl, yes?
As a girl and sharing my childhood, making my young self proud, because this is someone who...
Yeah, that's weird, man.
Wow, how weird.
How does it make you feel when people ask you if you're a boy or girl?
It's weird, of course.
That's weird. So what's your favorite song on Kanakawala? Maybe we could do like 5 seconds and see
my favorite song would be song number 1.
Sanji.
Yeah, Sanji.
Let's see what he has to say. Of course you can't hear, but you hear it.
Crazy.
Man, you have some mad production there.
Yeah. A big shout out to Crazy Beats.
Nice. It's like a folk song.
Yeah, it's a folk song.
That's amazing. So guys, this is Omani Rain that we're having this beautiful conversation with. She's an upcoming artist.
Yeah.
But one more question I need to ask you. We have a segment on this podcast that we call Curiosity Made Me Ask. What's that one question that keeps bothering your mind and you don't know why?
That one question that keeps bothering my mind and I don't know why.
Yes. Based on, and most of the time it comes of things that you see around you.
Why do people find it weird when a woman is masculine?
I find it weird too.
Why?
Why do you want to be what you're not?
It's not being what I'm not. It's clear stated. Woman.
Yes.
Do you hear that?
Yes.
So there's no woman without man. It's female, male, female. Meaning a woman is a mixture of two of them. If you think about it, thinking of that leap. I feel like that is the only reason why single mothers are able to take up the responsibility and do the things.
Men.
Yeah, because they have that energy. It is natural. It is okay. It is there. Most of the women actually are masculine, just babera mu gomas. What you mean?
They are brothers in arms.
Yeah. But if they were like, first nowadays we have freedom of expression. I can say now, this is how I want to wear. Because sometimes, you know, even the clothes, zijane advantages and disadvantages of it, you know. When you wear so feminine, I expect you to carry yourself a certain way. Oshegera. Chovola bangawe na gambi. Ogena ku front line. Togena gendera yo muskati.
Yo gendera mu combat, you know.
Okategera. So I feel like it's okay for women to be masculine because it's who they are. You know, people just don't think deep of it. But who? And it's a small portion of who. It's just 2 letters, W and O, and then man. And then man has man. So chicho berongamba. Atenga SST batugambanga. Fena tuli man.
I agree. SST. Ukalesako.
So.
But for me, my question is, why do we have to live only to die later on in life?
Because
sometimes I feel like the existence of man is a mistake that God made and forgot to avert.
I think actually it's the beauty in life. You know, eventually everything has an expiry date.
I know.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't have been for man because...
Imagine if man didn't die, we wouldn't have space. He had to make it in a sense that, you know, me how I see God, he's like an artist.
It's wasted effort in my opinion because you can't create something.
It's not wasted effort because look, this is one hell of a genius who wanted to see a bunch of things happen, but he couldn't do it by himself, so he had to make, let's say, for us, like projects, robots. You get?
To get his work done.
Yeah, to see all those beauties of buildings, to see cars, to see people getting births scientifically, you know, everything gave you. So I feel like it was another way of us seeing this beautiful work because of how are you creating us still. Yeah. So at the end of the day, yakola machines zitukirize vision ye. Oshtegera.
Chonna chachiri.
Yeah.
Death is just arrogant.
Death we should make peace with it because
I know we make peace with it, but sometimes it just I keep asking why it's happening. Anyway.
You don't meaning you are scared of it.
No, I'm not scared of it, but every time it happens, especially to people that you wouldn't really think. That, for example, to a baby, why would a baby die? Or get crushed by a car? Why?
Well, for lessons.
See those questions?
Lessons. Omanye, intino tewali ali.
No one is
immortal.
Yeah, I know.
Ochitegera. We all have equal.
I'm told every time you question God, he gets annoyed, so I'm sorry.
But I believe God is you, so it's you questioning yourself.
Yeah, made in his own image. Anyway, Rain.
Yeah.
This has been a good 1 hour, I think 40 minutes counting, that we are going to be putting out there.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you for hosting me.
Hope you come back again here.
Yeah, I'll be here.
Yeah. And since this podcast began, I think you're the third woman to be here.
For real?
The majority of people that watch our content are men. And we've been having women saying, "Mulete yo mukazi."
Okay.
And behold,
chakula sajja.
Yeah,
Wamati mugamba we bachenze still. Nze ndi mukazi. Yep. I got the boobies.
You got ovaries.
I got the boobies.
You got the booties.
I got the booty.
But it's hidden.
Mwumulideko just one day. Ngabiganye.
Otulage?
Noodles wane Kampala zezi.
Real homie azikonye.
Tochiraba.
Kera
kumacha ne banyenyeza ku bat. Nemugamba mwana oli tomboy ate yabikoze.
Yeah. All right, guys. Until we meet again.
Peace and love.
Okay.